Yeah, moods are all good. Sort of like coming from a loss to a very good Saracens side last week. Boys are just pumped and ready for the next sort of game that comes along. I mean, especially when it's a home game as well, we sort of relish these games, and it's special to the Chiefs crowd, etc. So the mood's really good. Like I said, we know exactly what we've got to do, and we've just got to keep forcing that through. And in large part, this is a game last week and the last few weeks. We've seen that, and we've seen how we can play, and we've just got to push that through, and then hopefully we'll be able to get the win.
When you look at somebody like Sarries, I mean, is that almost the benchmark that you're aiming at now, do you think?
Yeah, I think it is. I think the last couple of years in the Premiership have been tough, but we've learned our lessons on the way through, and I think if we want to be scrapping for the into the top four in the Premiership, I think we've got to be targeting those teams and targeting those games. And as much as they had a few of the England players out there, still a very good side. They're riddled with all the internationals, etc. You got very young players coming through, and they're a strong side at the end of the day. But like I said, it was their day last week, and hopefully it'll be our day this week.
Looking forward to getting back on a proper pitch, as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was good to test, and we've got the rubber crumb up there, which we train on quite a lot, so it wasn't much different to that. But I'm still for the grass game at the moment, and I think like I said, Sunny Park's a special place to play, and we've made it a bit of a fortress this year. So we've just got to go out there and keep pushing through what we're doing, and hopefully we'll come away with 4 points, maybe 5 points.
What do you expect from Welsh? Because it's getting very interesting at the foot, isn't it? Yeah,
no, we're not taking them lightly at all. I mean, they're a great side. Obviously, we know what they did to us earlier on in the season. They've got some quality players as well. And they're signing quite well as well for next year. So, I think they'll be definitely targeting this game, I would have thought, and we target every game anyway. So there's nothing different from our camp. But like I said, they're going to be a tough side to come down here and break down, and it may take 60, 70 minutes to break them down, but I think we'll get there. And like I said, the lads, we've come to a really good training week this week. Just had a really good session then, and we're ready for Friday team run and ready for Saturday. And like I said, I think one thing we love is playing at home, so I can't wait to get out there.
What about Chiefs and goals for the rest of the season? Because you're a little bit marooned at the moment in mid-10, aren't you?
Yeah, but no, I think we've just got to keep pushing. I mean, we've done it every year. Obviously, we'd love to be back, around the Heineken Cup spot again. I mean, lads have learnt a lot this year. Obviously, we had a tough group, but like I said, I feel that the Heineken Cup is where the boys want to play and where people want to play. And like I said, it's good cup rugby. And like I say, if we can hopefully start creeping that table around the 6th spot, maybe pushing on for the top 4. You never know what other results are going to do, and like I said, if we can just keep pushing to the end of the season, we're going to be a happy camp. And like I said, the mood's good, and hopefully the sun will be shining on Saturday for game down at Sunny Park, and we'll come away with a win.
What about you, Matt? Happy with your own form?
Yeah, like I said, there's competition for places at the moment, and like I said, you've got young Jack Noel coming through, and he's playing. He's been playing a few consecutive games. Obviously, you've got Votu, who's played very well, and whatever. So no, I've just got to keep pushing him what I'm doing and stay with the system, and not think of it individually, think of it as a team thing. And like I said, hopefully we'll be able to all push through. And like I said, it's a squad effort at the end of the day. This is what rugby club's about, and you just got to stay positive and get on with it. But now I'm looking forward to getting out there on Saturday and giving it a good go.
Thank you.
In terms of Welsh, Matt, you look back at the game there's a lot of similarities with them coming up from the Championship, and the doggedness that we showed in that first year is the same now with them in their first year.
Completely. I mean, we know exactly what they're going to be about, and we know what they're going to be focusing on. Their sole focus will probably be on survival, and we've been there and we've done that and bought the t-shirt, as you say it. But like I said, we know what especially us guys that have come up from the Championship. Whatever, we should have it in the back of our minds, knowing what they're going to try and come here and do, and all we've got to do is just keep going with our game. 40-50 minutes. Like I said, it's probably going to take about 60-70 minutes to break them down, but hopefully, as soon as we've broken them down, we've just got to keep pushing through and finish our chances. We're creating chances, but we're just not finishing them, and like I said, hopefully we can do that.
It's a term Rob uses often. You don't go on roller coasters of emotions here. You don't get carried away when you go on a winning streak. Likewise, when the chips are down a bit, you don't get too despondent. So that's basically how the camp's been really this last few weeks. Yeah,
completely. Like I said, there's no point in wallowing and putting your heads down. You just got to crack on and carry on. And like I said, we're here. We're very grateful. We're here playing rugby and playing a sport that we love. And the best thing about rugby is that the next week you can try and make up for the loss of the week before, as we say. And like I said, the boys had a really good training session this week, and like I said, our sole focus is on this Saturday and getting the win, especially for the Chiefs crowd, and like I say, especially for us.
Brilliant.